morning, students. So we are discussing about the chapter section formulas, right? So in our previous class we have discussed that if P and Q are 2 points with coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2, and if a point R divides this line segment at m:n ratio, and suppose the coordinate of R is x3, y3, then x3 equals to m x2 plus n x1 by m plus n, and y3 equals to m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. Now if this point R is not between P and Q, these 2 points, suppose this point R is here and the coordinate of R is x3, y3, and this point R also divides this line segment PQ at m:n ratio. In that case, x3 equals to mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n, and y3 equals to my2 minus ny1 by m minus n. This case we can say that this point R divides this line segment PQ externally, and if the point is between P and Q, that case we can say that R, this point, divides this line segment PQ internally. Okay? Now today we will solve some short answer type questions based on these 2 formulas. Find the coordinates of the point at which the line segment obtained by joining these 2 points AB and BA, and is divided externally. It's divided externally into ratio A minus B and A plus B. So here m:n is equals to A minus B, A plus B, and our points AB, coordinate of the point P, suppose AB, and the coordinate of the point Q is suppose BA. Then we have to find the coordinates of the point R, suppose, which divides this line segment PQ. This line segment PQ externally at a ratio A minus B and A plus B. Now suppose the coordinates of the point R is x3 and y3. Okay? Then we know that x3 equals to, in case when R divides the line segment PQ externally, the formula will be m into ax1, which is B, minus n into x1, which is A, by m minus n. Right? Now put the values of m and n. Here m is A minus B and n is A plus B. Okay? So first put the value of m. So m A minus B into what? x2, which is B, minus n into A plus B, x1, which is A, by m minus n. So m A minus B minus A plus B. Right? Now A minus B into B. So first multiply a minus b by b. So AB minus B square minus again A square minus AB by A minus B minus A minus B. Now plus A minus B minus A cancel. Here plus AB minus AB again cancel. Now take minus common from B square and A square. So we'll get here A square plus B square by minus 2B. So cancel minus minus, then we will get here the value of x3 is A square plus B square by 2B. Next we have to calculate the value of y3. Again m, which is A minus B into y2a minus n into A plus B into y1, which is B, by again m minus n, which means A minus B minus A plus B. Now multiply A minus B by A. We'll get here A square minus AB minus again multiply B with A plus B. So minus AB minus B square by minus 2B. Now minus A square minus AB minus AB. So A square minus 2AB minus B square by minus 2B. Again take minus common from the numerator. We will get here B square plus 2AB minus A square by minus 2B. Again cancel minus. So here the value of y3 is minus A square plus 2AB plus B square by 2B. So the coordinate of the point R, which divides the line segment the line segment PQ externally, is A square plus B square by 2B, minus A square plus 2AB plus B square by 2B. This is the coordinate of the point R. Now our next question, question number 2. Here we have to determine the ratio into which the y-axis divides the line segment obtained by joining these two points. Okay, so here suppose the coordinate of the point P is minus 3, 2 and the coordinate of Q is 6, 1. Okay, and also let that R with coordinate x3, y3, this point divides this line segment joining these 2 points at m is to n ratio. Okay, now here in this question one more important thing is we have to determine the value of m is to n. Okay, into which the y-axis divides the line segment. Now look at here. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Now suppose these 2 points. Okay. Suppose this is P point and Q point. Okay. Now draw a line segment between these 2 points. We have to find the intersecting point of intersection where the y-axis, point of intersection of y-axis and this line segment, which means we have to find this point and name it as R. Now Here, let this point R with coordinate x3, y3 divides this line segment at m:n ratio. We have to find this value m:n. But also note that this point R is on y-axis, right? Which means the value of x3, abscissa of the point R, is 0. Why? Because this point R is on y-axis. Because we have to find the ratio into which y-axis divides the line segment, which means we have to find the point of intersection of y-axis and this line segment, which is R. So, first determine the value of x3. Now this point R divides this line segment PQ at a ratio m:n, right? So by formula, the value of x3 is equals to m into x2. So here x2 is 6 plus n into x1, which is minus 3 by m plus n, which is equals to 6m minus 3n by m plus n. Now this point R is on y-axis, which means the x coordinate, which means the abscissa of the point R is 0, which means the value of x3 is equals to 0, right? Now put the value of x3, which is 6m minus 3n by m plus n is equals to 0. Now cross multiply, we'll get here 6m minus 3n is equals to m plus n into 0, which is 0, which means 6m is equals to 3n. m by n is equals to what? 6m equals to 3n. Again cross multiply, m equals to m by n equals to 3 by 6. Why? Now cross multiply, we will get here 6m minus 3n, or 6m equals to 3m, right? Which implies m is to n is equals to 3 into 6, right? Now we can reduce this 3 into 6 as 1 is to 2. So the value of m is to n is equals to 1 is to 2. Do you understand this question? Here this point R is on y-axis. That's why the abscissa, which is x coordinate, is 0. That's why we are equating x3. We can write here x3 equals to 0. And now put the value of x3, and from here we will get m by n, which is the ratio m is to n, is equals to 1 is to 2. So here in question 3, here we have to find the ratio into which the line segment obtained by joining the points minus 1, 2 and 4, minus 5 is divided at this point minus 11, 16, right? So here our point P is minus 1, 2 and Q is 4, minus 5, and also the coordinates of R is given, which is minus 11, 16, which means we have to find the ratio m is to n, right? But look at this question. Here the line segment, this point R divides the line segment obtained by these 2 points, right? P and Q. But here is nothing that this points divides externally or internally. Okay, so we have to find that this point R divides this line segment PQ externally or internally. So first plot these points in your notebook. -1, 2. Approximately, suppose this is -1, 1, 2. So here -1, 2, right? Just put these points approximately. Okay, now 4, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose this is 4, -5. This point, and this point is -1, 2. Okay, now draw line segment PQ. Okay, now plot this point R. -11, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16. So if this is 2, approximately here is the point -11, 16, right? Clearly this point is not between P and Q, right? Because this is the point P and this is the point Q, right? So clearly this point is not between P and Q, which means this point R divides this line segment PQ externally, like this. So this point R is not between P and Q, which means this point R divides this line segment PQ externally, suppose at a ratio m:n. So now we have to find the value of m:n. Okay, which means -11 equals to, now we know that coordinate of R, suppose x3 and y3, then the value of x3 is equals to m into x2, which is 4, minus, because this point R divides this line segment externally, that's why minus n into x1, which is -1, by m minus n. 4m minus minus plus n by m minus n, and the value of y3 is equals to again m into y1, minus, sorry, m into y2, is -5, plus, not plus, minus n into y1, which is 2, by again m minus n. So -5 into m minus 5m minus 2n by m minus n. Okay, now coordinates of the point R is given, right? -11 and 16. And from here we get here the value of x3, which is x coordinate is 4m plus n by m minus n, but here our x coordinate is -11. So now equate x3 equals to -11, and here equate y3 equals to 16. Why? Because the ordinate of the point R is 16. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2. Now from equation 1 and 2 solve, find the value of m and n. So consider equation 1, 4m plus n by m minus n equals to -11. Now cross multiply, 4m plus n equals to 11 into m plus, because minus 11 into minus n, plus 11n. Now 4m plus n equals to minus 11m plus 11n. So 4m, now take this 11m this side and this n right hand side. Now 4m plus 11m, 15m equals to 11n minus n, 10n. Now 15m equals to 10n, right? Which means m by n equals to 10 by 15. Now check by cross multiplying. We will get here 15m equals to 10n. Okay? Which implies m is to n is equals to 10 into 15. Again reduce. 10 is to 15 equals to 2 into 3. Divide by 5. 5 2s are 10 and 5 3s are 15. Which means the value of m is to n equals to 2 is to 3. Okay? You can also calculate this value m is to n from equation 2. Okay? Here we are considering equation 1, right? If we consider equation 2 and solve for m and n, again we will get the same value, m is to n equals to 2 is to 3. Which means this point R divides this line segment PQ at a ratio 2 is to 3 but externally. What? At a ratio m is to n, at a ratio 2 is to 3 but at externally. Okay? So now we will study the determination of the centroid of a triangle. Now tell me, what is the centroid of any triangle? Now suppose draw a triangle A, B, C. Now suppose D is the midpoint of BC. E is the midpoint of the side AC and F is the midpoint of the side AB. Okay, then if we join AD, BE and CF, then these are the three medians of the triangle ABC, right? AD, BC and CE. Now we know that medians of any triangle are concurrent and they divide, and the point of intersection of the three medians are known as centroid, right? Now do you know what is the meaning of concurrent? Suppose, look at here, medians AD, BE and CF all are straight lines, right? So the meaning of the term concurrent is if the lines, so here AD, B and CF all are straight lines, so they are called concurrent if they intersect at a single point. Suppose these are straight lines, right? Now suppose they are intersecting at a single point. Name this point as P. Then P is called the point of intersection of these line segments, and all these lines are called concurrent. What? Concurrent. So here look at the three medians. These three medians intersecting at a single point. Suppose name this point as G. Okay, then G is called the centroid of this triangle ABC. Now we will prove that this point G is the centroid of this triangle ABC and divides all the medians at the ratio 2:1, which means AG is to GD equals to 2:1. Also CG is to GF is equals to 2:1, and for BE, BG is to GE equals to also 2:1. Okay, so by coordinate geometry we will prove that this point G is the point of intersection of the three medians, and this point G divides all the medians at a ratio 2:1, which means here our M is to N is equals to 2:1. Now suppose the coordinate of the point A is x1, y1, coordinate of the point B is x2, y2, and the coordinate of the point C is x3, y3. Then tell me the coordinate. Will prove that this point G divides all the medians at a ratio 2:1. Okay, if D is the midpoint of the line segment BC, then we know that the coordinate of the point D is x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, right? x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2. Again tell me the coordinate of the point E, where E is the midpoint of AC. Then the coordinate of E is x1 plus x3 by 2, comma y1 plus y3 by 2, and same for the point F. F is the midpoint of A and B. Then the coordinate of F is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, is this clear? Now let G be the point which divides AD, the line segment AD, at a ratio 2:1. Okay, here the coordinate of the point D is x2 plus x3 by 2 and y2 plus y3 by 2, and the point G divides this line segment AD at a ratio 2:1. And look at here, G is between A and D, right? Which means G divides AD, this line segment, at a ratio 2:1 internally, because G is between A and D. So now apply the formula and calculate the coordinate of G. Now suppose the coordinate of G is x3, y3. Then we know that value of x3 is equals to m into, which is 2, m into x2, right, which is the coordinate of D. x2 plus x3 by 2 plus n into, here n is 1, right? So n into x1 by 2 plus 1. So from here we'll get cancel 2 2. So x2 plus x3 plus 1 into x1, which is x1 by 3. Okay, and now calculate the value of y3. y3 equals to again m into y2. y2 is y2 plus y3 by 2, which is the ordinate of the point D. So y2 plus y3 by 2 plus 1 into y1, which is the ordinate of the point 1, by again 2 plus 1. So again cancel 2 2, we will get here y2 plus y3 plus 1 into y1, which is y1 by 3. So from here you can say that the coordinates of the point G are x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, and ordinate of the point G is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. And in this similar manner we can prove that. Again consider point G2. Suppose G2 on the median BE, which means G2 is between B and E. So again G2 divides this line segment BE internally at a ratio 2:1, right? So by the similar way we can prove that the coordinate of the point G2 is also x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Again if we consider a point G3 between C and F, which divides the line segment CF at a ratio 2:1 internally, then again we can calculate by the similar way that the coordinate of the point G3 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, which means G equals to G2 equals to G3, right? All these points G, G2 and G3 divides this line segment AD, BE and CF at a ratio 2:1 internally, and G equals to G1 equals to G3. Why? Because the abscissa of G, G2 and G3 same, and also the ordinate of the point G, G2 and G3 is also same. That's why we can say that these 3 points are same. This point G is called the centroid of the triangle ABC. So now tell me, suppose the vertices of a triangle ABC is x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. Then tell me the coordinate of the centroid of this triangle. So the centroid of this triangle with vertices ABC is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay? Here x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Now consider an example. So now consider question number 1, 5. Here the point of intersection, we have to find the point of intersection of the medians of a triangle with vertices 8, 4, 5, 7 and -1, -2. Again, we know that the point of intersection of the three medians are called centroid, which means here we have to find the coordinates of the centroid of this triangle ABC, where the coordinate of A is 8, 4, coordinate of B is 5, 7, and the coordinate of C is -1, -2, which means here x1 is 8, x2 is 5, and x3 is -1. We know that if the coordinates of, suppose this is the point of intersection of the three medians, which is centroid. Now suppose this point O is, or G is the centroid of this triangle ABC. We know that then the coordinate of G, x3, y3, then x3 is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, right? So x1 8 plus x2 5 plus x3, which is -1 by 3. This 1, so 13 -1 by 3 is equals to 12 by 3, which is 4. And the value of y3 is again y1 plus y2 plus, okay, consider here the coordinate of G is suppose x4, y4, because we are calling coordinate of C as x3, y3. So suppose the coordinate of the centroid G is x4, y4. Then the value of x4 is equals to x1, x2, x3 by 3, and the value of y4 is equals to again y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, right? Now put the values of y1, 4 plus 7, y2 plus -2, which is y3 by 3. So 11 -2 by 3, which is 9 by 3, 3 3s are 9. So the coordinates of centroid are 4, 3. So our correct answer is option B. So student, from this class we have learned that the centroid of a triangle, coordinate of the centroid of a triangle with vertices x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, right? So next day we will solve some long answer type questions based on this formula. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.